Who are the top 25 most powerful countries as of 2020? That's what we're gonna find out here. Not according to me, according to Business Insider. So get mad at them. I'm very interested to see what they're gonna do. I mean, just from this image alone, I don't even know what to expect, but I'm a little scared. This was done 2 months ago, so it's pretty fresh. I don't really know how they're gonna do the ranking. I think we should get like some definition for that. Now, I don't exactly know how much I'm gonna agree with this, but I'm obviously gonna chime in if something looks a little funny. In 25th place, Egypt. All right, what is the reason for Egypt? US News calls Egypt one of the world's earliest and greatest civilizations. Okay, I don't know what that has to do with 2020, but all right. It's a cultural and trading center, all right? Last year, it was ranked 29th, so it's moving up in life. Brazil shot up in the rankings. I'm surprised. It was ranked 30th before, now it's 24th. That seems kind of low. I don't know. Country's obviously massive, and it's a large tourist attraction. Occupying half of South America's landmass, Brazil is the giant of the continent. Is it really half? Is it 50% of the continent? I don't even know how you would get that data. Just gotta eyeball it, I guess. I guess that's 50%, or at least it's gotta be close. Maybe it's like 47%. I just threw that out there. I don't know. Argentina and Chile both share a lot down here too, and then there's like the thickness of Bolivia. I don't know. Oh, 23, Norway. It's gotta be that oil, right? I know they got some oil. Norway is another riser. They moved from 27th position. Bam, 5 points in the rankings. They're about to win this battle, aren't they? Number 22, Singapore, but they actually lost spots, I guess, according to this list. I don't know how they lost spots. I think whatever this ranking is going off of, it's mainly economic, like, because Singapore probably isn't going to be winning any big conflicts against, like, what is it? The other 100 nations that it beat in the rankings. But then again, maybe will. I don't know. They're in a pretty defensive location. Look at that. Oh, they're ready to go. Number 21, the Netherlands. Oh, come on. That seems a little low, not gonna lie. It's got 3 major European rivers running through it. Also neighbors with Germany and Belgium. And that's it. It's just telling us about its location. I guess that's the only reason why it's ranking this high. Maybe there's some other things that they're probably not getting into though with that description. Maybe like economic sizes or something. Oh, Sweden, a couple rankings ahead of Norway. That's definitely gonna trigger some people. Is one of the largest countries in the European Union by landmass. I guess I never thought about that. It's just so long. Now, wait a second. Is Denmark gonna be ahead of Sweden? Because Denmark hasn't made the list yet. Spain at 19, they're rising. Most people are rising. I think Singapore's the only one that fell a little bit. I guess there's always a chance Spain like regains all their colonies and maybe takes over like most of the Western Hemisphere, so you always got to rank them a little high. Number 18, Qatar. Now rich in oil and natural gas, Qatar is one of the wealthiest countries in the world. I could see that, definitely. We got to watch them over here. We got to watch them. Wait a second. How many people? I just realized there's going to be some others that probably are a little bit higher than them. Number 17, Italy. And that's probably all tourism. Yep, tourism, 400 million tourists. 16, Turkey. I actually thought Turkey would go maybe in the top 10, to be honest. Yep, land bridge between Asia and Europe. I know like military wise, they're doing pretty good, I thought. Or at least like they're up there, ready to go, just in case something goes down. Number 15, Australia. Bam. And they went in the same exact spot. They didn't even move. Now when Australia annexes Eastern Island, Australia, we'll see them maybe gain a few more rankings. It's only a matter of time. It's gonna happen. Probably shouldn't say that. A lot of people won't get my sarcasm. Once they figure out how that military equipment works from the upside down position, they're gonna take us all over. Dang, that also seems pretty low. Come on, 14? 14? I don't know. I would have pushed some of these further down. There you go. Just that alone, 1.4 billion people. It's the world's second most populous country after China, and it has roughly 1/6 of the world's population. I didn't even know that. I mean, India really can only go up in the rankings, I think. Maybe this is their lowest point, but it should get better every year, right? Wow. All right. Switzerland, 13. I would, okay, that's a pretty drastic difference right there. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd be loving Switzerland, but I'm shocked about that one. It rose 1 place compared to last year when it was 14. It is one of the world's wealthiest countries and has been known for centuries for its neutrality. Exactly. See, maybe that is why they're ranking higher, because they're not going to get involved in anything. They're going to sit back, watch everyone blow each other up, and then they'll be able to reap the benefits. Plus, I've done a lot of research on this. You don't want to invade. It ain't going to be a fun time if you try to go on here. Number 12, Canada. Boom, same position as last year. Canada is the second largest country in the world by landmass. That's right, I did learn about that. I forgot about that. I think Russia's ahead of them though. Expansive wilderness to the north plays a large role in the Canadian identity. I guess I never thought about this. I know the ranking is only talking about like economics and tourism and stuff like that, but like Canada moving in here would not be fun invading it. I mean, I'm sure it would be all right because they don't have that much population, but one day, I don't know, if someone else tries it, it's not gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be very cold, and it won't be, actually, they've never lost a conflict too. Remember that? I keep forgetting about that fact, and I keep looking dumb. Every fight they've gotten into, they've come out with the W. UAE is in 11th place, same thing, just a lot of money. Arabia in 10th, but it fell a ranking. Oh no, what could they have done? It doesn't really explain what they did or didn't do. Maybe they didn't do anything, just someone else passed them up. I don't know how this is working. Number 9 is South Korea, and just imagine once they get annexed by the North, the Korean Peninsula is gonna be crazy. It's gonna get lit. Oh, I use that unironically. I'm so sorry. South Korea is so tiny, but they are, again, like pretty high up there. Number 8, the fan favorite, and I guess it was also ranked 8th last year. Powerful for its relative size and large role in global affairs. Number 7, Japan, and they're number 7 because of the anime. You know it's holding them up to this high ranking. One of the most literate and technically advanced nations. I don't know. I'm a little worried because it's definitely winning that cultural victory. You know it's going for it, and it's taking us over. It's influencing all of us one by one. Just in terms of like Civ victory status, you gotta give them that. Civilization, probably Civ 6 rules. Number 6, France, ahead of Japan. Located in Western Europe, France is one of the world's oldest countries, and its reach extends around the globe. Boom. You know they're going for those colonies. Aren't they going back for their colonies? Well, I heard they like heavily influence their former like African country, or they're all homies still. But then again, the UK probably is gonna have that same thing. UK definitely gonna have some friends. It was one of the first nations to champion the rights of the individual. I forgot about that. So I'm trying to think like who's in the top 5. US, Russia, China, UK. Who's 5th? I would have put India right there in 5th, but I think it's because like all the modern day games that I play always has India ranked really high. Who is 5th? I don't know who would be 5th. I would have said Brazil too. South Africa? Mexico? Oh, Germany. It's Germany. Oh, well, Germany's not there yet, but the 5th is the UK. UK was ranked 5th last year, and I guess it didn't drop at all. No, nothing made it drop. Nothing at all. Okay. Highly developed nation that exerts considerable international, economic, political, scientific. This is like, these descriptions are just the most like obvious thing. I mean, I think it's pretty apparent that this article is kind of some BS. I mean, I'm not saying the rankings are like totally off, but I'm just saying some of these like descriptions. But like I said, you always got to worry about all of a sudden them just reclaiming old territory or random islands out in the Pacific, and then they're gonna be back to their old power, aren't they? It's not setting. That sun's not setting. Once they ask for their 13 colonies back and we give it to them, there's no stopping them. Oh, Germany's in 4th. I actually thought Germany would be, I don't know, 3rd or something. It's the most populous nation in the EU and possesses the one of the largest economies. I thought Japan would, I don't know. This is a weird ranking. From the IMF in 2019, like if we were just basing this off of like economics, the EU would be, well, the EU would be number 2, but it would actually go Japan in 3rd. At ranking had Japan in 7th, so there's definitely other factors. They're just not getting into it. They're keeping some secrets from us. Then there's India, the UK, France, Italy, Brazil, Canada. It's definitely not just like copying this list, that's for sure. China number 3? What? Okay, that is maybe the biggest surprise so far. Could have swore it was gonna be number 2. China's position hasn't changed. Home of the world's oldest civilization. It's also the world's most populous and is one of the world's largest countries. Okay, that's just a bunch of random facts out there. I don't see how these integrate into the choices that you've made. Thanks for that, Business Insider. Number 2, Russia. Oh, geez. Okay, yeah, the scale of Russia. Is it purely off of landmass? They've been talking about landmass a lot. It's the world's largest country by landmass, nearly twice as big as Canada, and the world's 2nd largest nation. Nearly twice as big. Oh, I see, Canada is the world's 2nd largest. Covers all of northern Asia and much of Eastern Europe. I don't know. 2 ahead of China? Come on. And that is probably the least shocker right there. We knew it was coming. Oh, the US retains its position as the world's most powerful country. US News calls it, and then whatever they say doesn't matter. US News ranks US number 1. Great job, guys. Really proud of you. US News calls it the world's most dominant economic and military power, and notes now its cultural imprint spans the world. Thanks to production of movies, TV, and music. Yeah, not gonna lie, Business Insider, pretty BS article. Like, jeez. Did you guys even try? I mean, I know they didn't technically do the ranking themselves, but the descriptions, like, that's all you're gonna write for some of this? Looks like it's just a factor of GDP, population, and GDP per capita, and then they just factor that into some formula, and then they just throw it in. They must like have it heavily weighted towards GDP per capita, because like Russia getting destroyed by China in like these 2 categories, they just have this 28,000 to 18,000. But then again, if that was the case, Germany would be way higher. Maybe yeah, they don't got the population though. France is technically beating the UK per capita, just barely. Didn't know that. Wait a second. France is beating them also just barely in population too. But you ranked them underneath that. What's going on over here? What is going on? Maybe they're considering alliances, possibly. I actually just want to see who they ranked at the bottom. Please tell me. Oh, they do. Oh, this is gonna get bad. Well, in 50th place, we've got Guatemala. Nice job. That's a nice round number. Hey, why are the Philippines so low? Dang, that is low. Please give me that, like, 100th ranking. Ah, I don't think they do it. I think they only go to top number 73, which is Slovenia. Ooh, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. They just threw them all in together. They're like, what are we gonna do with the Baltic nations? Just put them together. I don't care. But they did put Lithuania at the top. Oh, I guess Lithuania is beating the other two in these categories. Guess I never thought about it like that, but yeah, they just kind of put the ranking in their geographical position on the map. There you go. Very smart. I see you guys. I see you. These countries project their influence on the world stage. The United States and Russia head the list. Oh, that's what a spoiler right there. Dang it, I should have read this first. I would have been a lot less disappointed. Best countries for power. Oh, apparently there was no change in this year in the top 10 countries seen as the most powerful. So it's mainly in like in the 20s we saw the biggest shifts. Slovenia is a small country in southeastern Europe and is viewed as the least powerful nation. That's great. Just gotta throw that in. Sorry, Slovenia. Y'all suck. You guys need to just bring back the Czechoslovakia thing. That's actually what you guys need to do too. Maybe form like a Baltic nation. Can you do that? Baltic Union? Wait a second. I just realized something. You guys didn't even rank. Okay, automatically, this list is completely invalidated. Not even in the top 70? When Dennis Rodman alone visits, you gotta put him at least in the top 60. Ooh, Frank, they got Mexico at 37. How you feel about that? Poland pretty low too. I don't know. I need to make my own list. That's what I need to do. All right, might have to come back and do quality of life next, just for the lulz. I'm sure it's already been done, but let me know down below what you agree with, what you disagree with. Maybe, I don't know. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be so bad. All right, have fun with that. Thanks for watching. See you next time. And big thanks to the Patreon supporters: Drew's Uncle Hiltar, Elphie C, Elijah Senpai, SwissAargau, LuxembourgLover, Maxy G, Pizza, Alfonso M6, Millatime, Kawalerzysta, Pelovski, Sleeper56, Vinnie C, Tyler Beach, BallinLikeStalin, Seth A, Mayonnaise Incorporated, Riley A, Publick Education. Thanks again.